Hello everybody, this is video 3. Um, so, the 3 of Plain State review that I've made. My last video got interrupted. My fiance, Randall, he just walked in, and I've never videotaped myself before, so I was kind of embarrassed. But anyway, okay. So, I was explaining the last bit of the second video. I was explaining what was important for people on the outside to do for inmates on the inside. And this is so vital. And the only reason I got by was this and God, you know. So, the only way that your daughter or spouse or whoever that is in prison can get in contact with you in the beginning of their sentence when they go to prison is to go to the store commissary and buy stamps, paper, and a pen. You can't just receive that. When you go to prison, you have nothing. There is nothing that you have, and you can't just bum it off of anybody, because you might have to do something for that person. You know, you might have to wash their clothes, or, you know, cook their food or something in order to get it, or other things, to get a stamp. You know what I mean? So what I would do is put money on these girls' books. Do it. It is so important. Whether it's $10 or $100, it doesn't matter. You put money on these people's books. Because not only that, you don't get deodorant. So when you get to go to the store, you can buy deodorant and soap and shampoo. That's another thing. They don't give you shampoo when you get there, so you're washing your hair with these like little bars of soap that are literally this big, and it's disgusting. And it made my hair fall out. I know it does. I have pretty long hair and whatever now, but anyway, it made it fall out, and it got real thin. And I did it for about a week because my mom didn't know that that the money that she put on my account in county was transferred over to my account in prison, but it takes like 2 weeks for the check to go through, so I didn't have anything until that happened. I did meet a few nice girls that helped me out a little bit, but every person in Plain State just got there too. You know, you have a few that have been there for a while, but they're not going to share with you because there's all these other girls that don't have anything either. So they're holding on to their stuff, you know, and I understand you bought it, your family bought it for you, whatever. It's just really hard in the beginning. So anyways, also, I totally recommend you buying them an e-com. An e-com is where you shop for them. You go to the website. I'm not exactly sure what website. If I figure it out, I'm going to put it on here. But it's e-com. You go shopping for them online, and you buy everything. And it gets put in, not like a package, but they get to go to the store and pick this up. And I say to do this because even if you have money on your books, there is like 6,000 inmates at this prison. There's only one store. It could take months to get to the store. So I suggest buying them an e-com. Like I said, $10 of an e-com is just the best thing you could receive in prison. And not just that, when you're in prison, it's exciting to get something like that, and it's exciting to get mail. It's exciting to get to leave and come back with goodies, you know. Coffee. Oh yeah, coffee is number one in there. I always had coffee. I always had money on my books, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I shared a lot of my stuff. because I know and I understood, there's people that don't have anybody on the outside, and but I was the dorm barista. Not at Plain State, because you don't have shit there, but when I got to San Saba, it's a transfer unit in San Saba, Texas, and it's a women's transfer unit, and it's a lot more organized, structured. It was a pretty good place. But anyway, I was the barista in there. We would get peanut butter jars, and we would eat all the peanut butter in it. It would be over time, and then you clean it out, and you have a cup. And I would make like these cappuccino coffee drinks, and I would give it to people, and people would ask me for coffee. Yeah, come on. And I'd give them coffee, and that's coffee really helped me in there too, because you were just miserable every day. You didn't have energy to do anything. You didn't want to do anything. This depression that everybody goes through when they're in there, it's so hard. And if somebody offering a cup of coffee to someone who is down makes their whole day. Like, I swear, girls were like crying when I first gave them, oh my God, thank you. And I totally get it. Like, because it sucks in there. And I don't know what you did. I don't know what happened and why you're there. But I'd rather not know. But just being nice to people in general helps not only me feel better, but that person have a better day. But anyways, so I'm getting off track. So yeah, e-com, money on books. Just do it for them. Writing mail. Oh, and you also can JPay them, and that's pretty cool, because you can JPay them, and they'll get it within the week. They'll get it like 2 days later after you JPay, or a day later, or that same day. JPay is like an email, and they get a piece of paper, and it says whatever you said on it. It says who it's from, but we cannot email back. We can't do that. We can write you back, but not email you back. So if you want them to write you, you need to leave your address on the JPay. That was a big problem with a lot of people. They thought they would write them, and people thought, oh, they can write us back. No. Put your address on there so they can write you back. Also, writing them letters, like, that is just, receiving that kind of stuff when you're in there, it makes time a lot easier, and makes, people feel better, and show that people care about you. And a lot of girls, they would do Bible study, so they would receive something in the mail, some kind of Bible study. They would receive something. Also, speaking of Bible, I highly suggest you get your person a Bible. Some people don't go in religious. Some people don't believe in God, which is a whole different story for me. I'm going to have to explain that another day. But get them a Bible. They're going to need it. And you can't just buy a Bible and send it to them from your address. It has to be through Amazon or thriftbooks.com. And there's other websites. You can, Barnes & Noble, but I highly suggest getting them a Bible. And also, you can buy them books. Like, my mom bought me all sorts of Stephen King books, and then I was a librarian too, so I was the coffee girl and librarian in my dorm. But buy them books. Books is what takes you away from all that, and my vocabulary became a lot better because I read a lot, and I didn't read a lot when I was at in the free world. So I read a lot in there, and it just has to be through a legit website, not from your house. Send them stickers when you write in some mail, and you send them a card or something. Put stickers on the envelope, because, and I'm telling you this, and I know it sounds retarded, but when they get stickers, they can keep those stickers, and you can peel them off. If you're careful enough, you can peel them off and put them on stuff like your cup or your lock or other pieces of paper, and just little stuff like that just makes it better. Okay, so I need to stop talking about all this and go back to Plain State. So Plain State, it was a huge facility. There was so many women there. When I was there, a lady died of heat stroke or something. It was really hot. I'm not exactly sure what happened. One girl lost 2 fingers in the kitchen. Let me think. So the conditions in the dorm, which, by the way, each dorm, okay, wait. Each house had 4 dorms, okay? And each one of those dorms had up to 60 girls. Some had 58, but most had 60. And there was there was 20 houses, I guess. But each one of those houses had a lot of girls in them, and there just wasn't enough stuff to go around. Like, you received toilet paper, and if you were lucky, you got two rolls. But sometimes they wouldn't have toilet paper. There was a week we went without toilet paper. Girls were using pads to use the bathroom. I know I did it. Where they were ripping up clothes to wipe. I did it. There's lots of stuff that you just have to do what you can with what you got, I'm going to make another video, and I'm going to talk about the things you can get and more conditions. I don't want these videos to be very long, so I'm going to make another video. Thanks.